It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mads Maddest Rider, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1830, recorded Thursday, May 6th, 2021. Tag, you're it. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have the BlendJet 2. I have a new theme for my crappy corner, and we get to find out what the heck was it. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, our gadget technician, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good myself. Doing very good.
Excellent. Anything thrilling in your life?
Let me think. Well, no, not really. Spent a normal weekend, doing not much. How about yourself? Anything happen over the week?
Well, I had something interesting happen on May 4th.
Ooh, may the 4th be with you.
Exactly. Star Wars Day. I posted once again the letter from George Lucas about the satire I did in Mad Magazine. And the funny thing is, every time I post the letter, someone says, why does it say law after George's initials? Okay. Yeah. And so in one of the responses, this letter is 41 years old. Okay. So a lot of people are posting about the letter. And then somebody named Lucy Autry Wilson posts, what a great find. I remember typing that letter.
What?
Another reason I liked working for George. We both liked Mad Magazine. So Lucy Autry Wilson is LAW.
Oh.
And people keep saying, why does it say law after George's initials? And I never knew. I figured it was a secretary. But to actually have the secretary who typed the letter
that is
read
insane.
Isn't that bizarre?
This person, Charles Kochman must have known because he tags Lucy.
Okay.
And must have heard this story before, and that's why Lucy's in here. That's incredible.
Yes, Charlie Kochman did a lot of Mad books. So he works for a publisher, and he got a lot of Mad books into circulation. So it must have been through him. I mean, it was just amazing.
That is incredible. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wish I was famous enough to just have someone write my correspondence for me. I cannot.
Oh, really?
I can't write an email to save my life.
That's interesting. That's interesting. When you're in corporations, it's very interesting. In emails, I've never seen an email where it says DDB : someone's initials.
Right.
Either an automated system translates it, or you just write it yourself. I guess corporations still have secretaries.
Right.
But I guess they don't put their initials.
Something I just came across on the internet one day was, what professions how professions have changed over time. And it had kind of a map of the U.S. and it would go through the dates, and then the colors of the map would change based off the profession. And way back in the day, secretary was like number one. Almost all of the states, number one job was secretary. And as we've progressed on, it's because of computers, I assume. That's the main reason.
Yes,
Secretaries gone. That's not number one job in any state anymore. And now truck driver is the number one job in almost all states. The article did mention that truck driver also includes delivery truck drivers, mail carriers. Like, it's not just the traditional big rigs that you think of, but any type of delivery service is the number one job. Which is kind of crazy.
And truck drivers are notorious for not sending correspondence.
No, definitely not. No, I don't know if that one. I just reached out to my truck driver the other day to see if my Rolodex could be updated, but he didn't get back with me. So
no, they just signal with their hands out the window and no initials.
Yeah, there's that difference between a letter and the CB radio signal. It's just not quite the same.
No, exactly.
Nostalgia for the old days.
I mean, it is kind of fun, though, that you can suddenly, send out an email. There's a guy who does a thing called Nor Alley on Turner Classic Movies, Eddie Muller. And I just sent him a little fan note. And like in 4 hours, he wrote back and said, "Oh my God, I can't believe that you're writing me. This is wonderful." And I'm thinking, wow, when there was mail, you would mail something and think the chances of this person getting this is so small.
Oh, yeah.
Because the secretary is going to go, he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to read this. So it's another thing about email is that there's a chance it's going to go really to the person you're sending to, and they're going to read it.
I've emailed Elon Musk, and I think I got a response.
Oh my gosh!
I forget what I emailed him about, but I do remember.
It's so funny. I got a response too, and I don't even know him, but he knew I knew you. He said, "Dick, could you tell Chad to cool it?" He's sending me too many emails.
What did I forgot. I just remember in my head. Great. I sent Elon an email. And
that is great.
I cannot. It was a few years ago. I cannot remember why I sent it. But yeah, that was and Steve Jobs was famous for responding to his emails too. He'd send Steve an email and he would just respond if it caught his eye. Anyway, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to find this thing because searching my email for Elon Musk gives a million headlines, and
I can imagine.
It's difficult to find. I didn't star it, apparently.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, email has changed everything. Yeah. I guess maybe let's jump into some gadgets.
Let's jump into some gadgets. Let's go to gadget number 1.
Here we go.
Welcome to Disneyland Kitchen Lab. Something new's been added. More professional than ever. Okay.
Ooh.
Look at it. Look at it. Okay. I thought this would say BlendJet 2, but the box does, but the label doesn't. Okay. So a couple of years ago at a trade show, I think the Houseware show, they had a BlendJet. And I said, "Does it crush ice?" And they said, "No." Okay. And then about a month ago, I got an email from the company, BlendJet 2 crushes ice. There are no events. We can send you one to try out. And they did. Okay. And this is it. Comes in many colors. So we'll see what it looks like. Maybe it says BlendJet 2 on the inside. All right, the cable. Oh, USB-C.
Nice.
All right, that's an upgrade. And this is the BlendJet. Right here. All right. It looks like it already has a Huckleberry thing made in here. Hang on. Oh, it screws off. Okay. And what I do know about this is that it's a portable blender. So if you want to take it out in the backyard and make crushed ice or make protein drinks, they have a whole line of their own, the Jet Pack. This is strawberry banana, very berry, orange mango pineapple. Okay.
but you have to charge it for an hour to an hour and a half. So we'll do that and then we'll come back. Okay, we charged it and we're going to crush ice with it, okay? So my mother had a wonderful recipe for crushed ice that she got from her grandmother, who got it from Italy. And it's an Italian crushed ice, so it takes cubes, olive oil, basil. Okay, so it's ice and a bit of water, okay? It's a secret recipe, but now I guess everybody will know it. All right, so this is, to me, like one of the ultimate tests is a blender. It's a little guy. It's kind of nice to see if it can crush ice. Now, saw a little video about it, and you push the button once, and it runs itself for about 20 seconds and then shuts off. And we'll see if we can make a nice crushed ice. I guess it's finished. Let's see. All right, not quite sure why it stopped.
Yeah, I don't know why it just
Pull the
suddenly
water out so I can
stopped.
put the ice in there. And actually, I think I put in too much water. I did, but this is good. All right, and then we're going to make we'll make a drink. We'll make very berry. Now the container is something the original didn't have. The container is marked. Might be hard to see in the camera, but can you make a smoothie with
5 ounces of vodka? I think so.
Fill it with 10 ounces of liquid. They recommend milk. Just going to make it with water. Now you can put the whole thing in.
What about the ice? You need the ice?
You know, it doesn't say ice.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, it does say ice. Later on, it says leave out some water and throw in ice if you want.
Cover on. And so we run for 20 seconds, and then it'll shut off automatically, and your drink will be done. All right? Oh, wow. Oh, very nice.
Now, this it did.
Wow. Let's see. Yeah, very nice. There's also a pulse mode by pushing the power button twice really fast. And now.
Yeah.
So if you're grinding nuts or anything like that, you can use pulse mode.
It seems, I can't tell, is it powerful? Is it?
You know, it does seem powerful. I didn't know if it was me, so I watched 3 other videos.
Right.
2 people, the exact same thing happened when they did ice. The third person didn't do ice by itself. He made was making a smoothie, and he said, let's throw in some ice cubes. And that worked perfectly. So it seems like if you just want to do ice, it's still kind of hard to do.
Right. Okay. So I assume that the blade just making that crazy like at the ice is almost the ice kind of got compacted and the blade just isn't hitting anything.
I think Logue said shake it up, and I did try to shake it up, and I couldn't get it to go again. I know the blades are off center, and if you just put plain water in it, it does look like a typhoon in there. And I did clean it that way. They said the easiest way to clean this is fill it with water, put in a couple of drops of detergent, and let it hit blend twice, and then just pour it out and rinse it So cleaning it's very easy. It's $49.95, and I don't know for how long they call it spring special. You get 3 packages of smoothie mix, and you get free shipping. And
a lot of
any of those
colors.
colors. Yeah, they have
Yeah,
a lot of
ton.
colors. A lot of colors. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think maybe they had a ton of housings, and they figured let's just put a new motor in it and not put a 2 on the BlendJet. But
Probably.
anyway, the box itself on the back does say BlendJet 2. So that's it.
And then when we look on Amazon for this, it's kind of, I don't see the exact BlendJet 2. It is kind of all over the place. I see a lot of personal blenders that look very similar.
Yeah.
But
it's slightly different. Like that one, the top opens.
Right. And this one doesn't have the USB-C on the front to charge. So I can't tell if there's just a lot of competitors, lookalikes, if BlendJet is itself a lookalike. But
I don't know.
There's
I
a
do
lot.
not know either.
A lot of
and they don't give the horsepower of the engine, so I don't know how to. Evidently, it's very funny. It seems to be a popular thing to have portable blenders.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah. It does seem like this is a way more professional company than some of the other.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is nice. So hopefully they have. I mean, one of the things that you're buying sometimes when you're buying a, when there's a lot of competition and one product is maybe a little bit more expensive than the other, sometimes you're just buying the user oh my gosh, what's
identification, the branding.
Customer support. That's the word I'm looking for. You're buying the customer support. You're paying extra so that if you have an issue, you could return it with no hassles.
Sometimes that's very good.
Yes, sometimes it's needed.
Yes,
so BlendJet, BlendJet.com to find the one you have.
And I think they only sell the BlendJet 2. So there it is.
Perfect.
All right, and now on to, let me just, I've totally lost track of what I was doing. Okay, this is a neat little keyboard. Take a peek at this.
So I have an LG Nano Ultra TV, and the remote, you can talk to it and say, show me the so-and-so video on YouTube, and it finds it. But yet when you go someplace new and you have to register, you have to do that. Bring up the alphabet and then go finding each letter. And I thought if I had a mini keyboard, since the TV set has a place to put a little USB receiver, that would be good. So I bought a mini keyboard. I'm wearing it. Ta-da! There it is. All right. This is really neat. So, I'm going to just hold it here for a minute. Chat room. Chad. What's missing? Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. What's missing?
A wire.
Okay.
I don't know. It's wireless?
Yes. Function keys past F8.
Oh, true.
And what drives me nuts is I use function key 11 a lot. Because look over here for a minute. It's how I make
full screen.
Top band disappear.
Yes.
You click F11 and you get a full screen and you hit F11 and then the taskbar at the top comes back in. So I can't do that on this, but on the TV I won't need it. All right, so I'm going to show you. It's hooked up. What I did was I hooked it to this computer. Okay, this is the right and left mouse key. All right, and I just woke it up. Can you go back to the monitor there? So you can see this.
It falls asleep after a minute of not being used.
It has page up and down. That's the little keys down here on the keyboard. Okay, the little arrows. And this is the enter key. And there's an enter key here. But wait, there's more. Okay, there's a little light here. Okay, I'm going to shut this overhead light off for a minute. You can stay on the keyboard. So it's backlit.
Oh, it's backlit.
And
Really
look
backlit.
at this. All those choices of colors.
RGB.
I like the green.
The
That is
perfect
really
gaming
bright. If you're
keyboard.
using it on your TV and it's dark in the room. And the blue. I like this a lot. And now it's off again. I'm going to turn this back on. But there's even one more thing. Assuming people are going back to the office and some people are going back to school and you need to do a presentation, this has a laser pointer built in. Or if you have a cat. Actually, I'll do it on the Venetian blinds, okay? Oh, it's pretty neat, okay? Ultra mini keyboard, automatic shut off. For $23, I think this is really neat if you need a keyboard. And it shows you, you can use it to have a projector. Anything, a tablet, as long as it has a USB port. Notebooks. I'm actually have the little receiver plugged into the side of this computer here. That's it. Backlit mini wireless keyboard with no name.
Backlit is the name brand. I'm just kidding. That is so nice.
It's neat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, I was off by $1. It's $23.99, and the little receiver slips down into the top of it. So if you take it on the road with you, it's it has its own little housing, its own little cover.
This is great.
And the thing is, it's been around a while because the charging cable is
mini. It looked
yes,
like.
USB mini, not micro.
Right.
And there's a newer version. I think I sent a link to the new, but the newer version is not backlit. I like the backlit because if you're using it for the TV or in the dark, that makes a lot of sense.
I have one similar that I use for.
Okay.
Yeah, I use it for my media PC. It's very rare that I'll need to actually exit like the Plex interface and actually go in there and type in some stuff and get it back working. But that computer is hooked up to a TV. It's not. There's no monitor to it. So I have one similar. It has a trackpad in the center. But this one seems way better. The fact that it's backlit is huge. I mean, that is an amazing feature for this type of device, and it looks small. I loved how clicky it seemed. I was hearing the clicks. That seems so nice. This is, if for any reason I need another one, this is absolutely what I'm going to be aiming for because it seems perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's nice. It's a great gadget.
Good. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go back to the lab. And actually, I taped the first thing last. And you'll see that I I was waiting for that headpiece to come for the lab. You have to go through the medical association to get one of those things up there. I know you think it's easy that you just go to some dime store.
Yeah, you can't just buy those.
No, you can't just buy something like that. You have to have a printer, and you need an artist who can cut it out and paste it on. So there's a lot of work in that. Anyway, going back to the lab for ways to carry your CDC certificate.
It's the Giz Wiz. I'm not a doctor. I don't play a doctor on television. I'm not even a doctor when I do YouTube videos or podcasts. But hopefully you have your CDC vaccination record. And I have a couple ways to protect it, okay? These both are on Amazon. This one is said to be waterproof because it's a heavy-duty opening here, kind of like one of those baggies. Slip it in there and then seal it. I wrote that on magic marker because in a minute we would see whether it was getting wet or not. All right, so you're out in the rain. All right, and then for some bizarre reason, you decide to take a shower with your badge, all right? And I know you're saying, oh, you're not holding it near the top, all right? I would venture to say, that is waterproof. And then it comes with a pocket clip. Okay, the pocket clip goes through there. If you're wearing one of those badges with strings, you can use these two holes. And so if they start requiring seeing it like at the airport or at a ball game or an event, it's an easy way to wear it. This is a different way to wear it, all right, with a magnet in the back. All right, this is open on top, so it's not going to be waterproof. And this, you just put it where you want it and just put the magnet in the back and you're wearing it. Again, just if you have to show it at an event and you don't want to be carrying it with you. And also Amazon has tons of bands, okay, that I've been vaccinated. These are down around 50 cents. You get 20 of them for $10. The colors don't mean anything. I don't think there's any official bracelet. And these were much more expensive. I think they were $250. Vaccine band together. And they were like, as I said, I think $250 each, but half the money went to the World Health Organization. So whatever you do, please get vaccinated, okay? You really do feel better after your second shot or your first shot with Johnson & Johnson, and then the time lapse required for it to take fully effect. That's it. Be safe.
That's pretty cool. I feel like that secondary mode you sent the badge through is like only being disinfected from like some nuclear disaster with the, that's the only way you're going to get that water pressure. Maybe if you went through a car wash, you'd get that type of water pressure. Exactly. I think anyone in the real world would not have to deal with that.
Well, unless you have to swim with it on. If the lifeguard says only people who can prove they've been vaccinated are in the pool.
And you happen to be Michael Phelps, being able to swim that fast.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Exactly.
Those are nice. Those are great. That's perfect. There they are. There's one of them. Here's another. This is great.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
And I don't know if it's over, but Staples and I think Home was Office Depot were laminating them for free. But then they started recommending don't get them laminated because it looks like after a year you may have to get a booster shot and the card is set up for additional shots.
Right.
So if someone wrote in and said, well, what if it's laminated? They say, well, then wherever you go, we'll have to rewrite the entire card over again. Right. So it's easy to just put it in one of those waterproof things or just keep it in anything safe.
Right. Right. That's perfect. Get those protected. With that, I think it is time.
We go to the brand new.
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Get it. Okay, the poll is in. All votes have been cast. Let me show you what the people voted against. Art gadgets, anti-theft, and security gadgets.
Could be.
USB gadgets and 3D printed gadgets.
All right. So last time I was dead wrong.
Oh,
but I'm going to say art gadgets doesn't have a chance.
Get out of here.
I'm going to go with USB as having been the winner.
Okay, here we go. I'm not going to hit vote. I want to see the results. It is the anti-theft and security gadgets.
No!
Yours was dead last.
Okay. But art gadgets was second.
Yeah, it was second. I don't remember. I just remember the winner, so that was surprising for me.
Oh, yeah, the winner by a lot.
Well, yeah, USB gadgets. No one likes USB gadgets. They prefer proprietary cables.
Yes, I can see that.
But yeah, anti-theft and security gadgets is the theme. You may know this one. This is the smallest. This could potentially be the smallest. What the heck is it ever? Any idea what this is? Seen this around?
It's anti-theft, right?
Anti-theft and security.
So is it a tracker? Is it a tracking thin mint?
It's a memento. It is an Apple device.
I've just read about them. I've not seen one in person.
Yeah, these are AirTags. So I thought it was very timely. Anyway, I recorded a video about it, and I'm starting to repeat everything I saw in the video. So let's throw it over to the video. Hey DGDs, so we are here with a gadget for anti-theft and security. And I thought that this may not be a crappy corner, but it is timely because we are going to be taking a look at AirTags. Now, AirTags is Apple's answer to Tile, Tracker, all of those Bluetooth tracking devices, which we have seen from other companies for years now. Now, just Apple is getting in the game. They are very unassuming. They just have the Apple logo on one side, pure white plastic on the other. You can get this engraved with emojis or with like letters and initials if you would like. So this in terms of size, these are a little bit taller than the tiles that we've seen in the past, but they are smaller in diameter. So why would you go for an AirTag instead of a tile? Well, the price is comparable, $25 for an AirTag. Tile was around $20 when I looked last. The main reason is because of what would happen if you lost your device. Tile has the option for you to put it in lost mode, and people with the Tile app on their phone would eventually run into your Tile and hopefully update your Tile's location. Apple is doing the exact same thing, but the major benefit on Apple's side is that it's built into the operating system. It's happening all the time, and there's a lot more iPhones out there that are just happen to be out there than iPhones or Android running Tile with it in the background to update your item's location. So the massive user adoption of iPhones is really what is going to keep your security active with these AirTags. Like most Apple products, you will expect the app that integrates with the product to be top-notch, and in this case, it absolutely is. So I have this AirTag pulled up. You can obviously play a sound. You can do this on other location things as well. If you cover up the top, it does deaden the sound quite a lot. It seems like the speaker fires directly into whatever that top casing is, so it can get a little quiet if that is being covered versus being uncovered, which is a little bit annoying. Obviously, this is going to show the last location that the device was. So in this case, we have the jacket AirTag right here. So it is showing where it was last on the map. That will allow you to find this, if you're miles and miles away. It also has another feature called precision finding. So I'm going to take this AirTag and I'm just going to toss it over there somewhere. I hope I'll find that. I hope it'll work. And so we'll turn on precision finding mode. And in this mode, it uses the signal, and I know that it's somewhere over there, so we're going to start moving towards there. It uses the signal of the AirTag to precisely locate that AirTag. And it will give you a really, really nice interface once it actually discovers the AirTag. One small funny thing is that if the camera is too dark, it sometimes gives you an error that that it needs to actually see with the camera on the back, which is kind of cool. So I literally don't know where it is. We are within 10 feet, and the idea is you'd kind of move around your space or your home until it can precisely locate your AirTag. And we're just gonna keep doing this live until it detects it. So you'd obviously be moving around your house or your home to try to connect with it. Okay, it says we're 20 feet away. There we go. So it looks like it has precisely located it. So 15, 14, and we are here. I can see it in the grass right there. You could also, of course, play a sound so that you could locate it better. But that precision location mode is something that Tile doesn't have, Tracker doesn't have, and is really, really nice. Also, obviously being Apple, there are a lot of accessories. Here is a keychain accessory. This one is made by Apple. It nicely displays the AirTag. Belkin makes these, or Maze makes these, so if you really want some fancy devices to accessorize your AirTags, you can have that. There's also a way to identify lost items. So this item isn't going to show up for me, but if you had discovered an item with an AirTag on it, on an Android phone, it's literally NFC. You can just tap the NFC to your device and it should pop up with some information. If you're on an iPhone, you just have to use the Find My app and then choose Identify Lost Item, and it will identify that for you, which is kind of nice. So there's a ton more to this that's just kind of hard to all jam pack into one video. There's a few features that are really cool. One of them is that if someone was trying to track you with an AirTag, Apple can detect the AirTag that's near you and identify it to you that you're being tracked. So in this hypothetical, let's assume someone takes their AirTag and puts it in your backpack to keep track of your location nefariously. Your phone will notice that that AirTag is following you around and will notify you, hey, you're being tracked by somebody else's AirTag, which is pretty cool. And there's some smart logic if you just happen to be on a bus, that might false trigger it. And there's a few logical reasons, things that they're doing to make sure it doesn't false trigger all the time. One thing that this does not have that Tile does have is that Tile, you can double click the Tile and it'll ring your phone, which is always kind of a fun way if you have your keys but don't have your phone, you can get from one to the other. This does not have that feature, so you can't double click. There's no clicking on this AirTag. And unlike Apple, something that they've done that I almost didn't expect them to do is that this battery is user replaceable. It's a CR2032, so you can just get in there and replace the battery, which is nice. I think that's it. Whenever you lose your item, you have to put your AirTag in lost mode, and then you'll give it basically information, your phone number, or however you want them to contact you, and then it will kind of ping all the phones and whatnot, or I guess the database that Apple is running will say, hey, if you see this tag, it's a lost tag. And so then people can use that information that you gave Apple when you lost it. It'll present that to the person who found your AirTag. I think that's about it.
So tell me again, if you find an AirTag that's not yours.
Yes. So
what do you do?
So if you're on an Android device, it literally has NFC built in, and you just tap the AirTag to the Android device, and it'll pop up. If it's been lost, and you've said this is a lost thing, it'll pop up as just
with the person's name, or
with the person's name and whatever information you gave it when you lost it. If you're on an iPhone, iPhones don't have NFC quite the same way that Androids do. So you do have to go into the Find My app, then click on Identify Lost Item, and then you can tap it, and it will do the exact same thing. Mr. David asked, does it work with Android? No. This is a iPhone thing. The lost mode will work with Android, but this is not a cross-compatible thing. You gotta have.
Oh, okay.
You gotta have.
Because you're right. The number of iPhones out there,
right,
and the fact that it's built into the phone,
right?
You have a lot of people that can be looking for you for your lost gadget.
Absolutely. And people have already kind of sent these through the mail, and they without any cell connection or anything, you can really track where these things are, because just so many people have iPhones. You get a group of 3 people, there's an iPhone in the group.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's very, very, very nice. I plan on using it on my luggage. I plan on using it in my backpacks. And you saw in the thing, I had one named Jacket. I have like a nice jacket that I don't want to lose, So I'll just stick it in a pocket in that jacket and, peace of mind that I'll be able to find it again. In the precision mode, it was a little bit difficult to tell what was going on. Basically, it just gives you a user interface with a compass type dial, so you can, if you know it's behind you. It'll even tell you if it's above you and below you, which has helped me already, where I had something on the second floor, but I was looking for it on the first floor, and it said, it's above you. When I got close, I was like, that's nice. So I went upstairs and found it.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. So they are $25-ish. Let me go find the exact price, because you can buy 4 AirTags for $100, or you could buy 1 for $30, I believe. Yeah, here it is. 4-pack for $100, 1 for $30. So I was checking out the Tile, because I remember Tile. Here, the cheapest option for Tile is the Tile Mate. So this is a 2-pack for $47. So it is, it is
pretty
less.
much the same, yeah.
But not by much. And, so it is what it is. Tile, you do get the, now the Mates do not have a user replaceable battery, but they do have that double click thing where they can find your phone, which is kind of cool. So yeah, the battery is included when you buy these from Apple. It does have a battery in there. And there is no subscription for AirTags. I think that y'all are talking about, and I've seen the chat room talk about subscription. Tile has a Tile Premium subscription, but that is not, I don't believe that's a requirement to use Tile. And that's just some extra features. I don't even know what that is. What is Tile Premium? I have no idea. And we're not going to find out.
Yeah, I don't know either. Okay.
So there you go. AirTags, I thought that they only came out like a week ago, so I thought it was perfect timing.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
It's the first one I've seen for real.
Perfect. And that will be my theme for the next month is security and tracking, anti-theft and security gadgets. So that'll be a great theme. With that, Let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Okay, yay! Someone who has not submitted a video before. Hi, Dick and Chad. It's Thomas from Traverse City, Michigan. Here's a Gadget Warehouse submission. It's the Everbeam H6 headlamp. And let's take a look at Thomas's video.
Hey, Dick and Chad. This is Thomas from Traverse City, Michigan. I'm coming to you today with the Everbeam H6 Pro headlamp. This headlamp has, I believe, 650 lumens and a 12,000 milliamp hour battery. Now it features a bright mode, dim, and flashing. Now I found that the flashing works great when I'm biking in the morning, and the bright is great for any time, when you're outside at night, and the dim actually works pretty well for reading books at night. Now, it also comes with this unique feature where you can wave at it and it'll just turn on and off, so you don't have to keep pressing the button. And this can only be used on the bright feature though, which is unfortunate. And this flashlight, I know we were talking about water activated flashlights, but this flashlight is actually charged by your standard USB. And it supposedly has 30 hours of time after being charged each time. And it comes with this great little carry case. Pretty high quality, I think. Anyways, it's a great headlamp so far. Love the podcast. Thank you. back to you guys in the studio.
That is awesome.
That's great, Thomas. That is super. That's a
that.
great first video. It's $17.
What a cool feature, the wave.
I like that wave thing.
It worked so well. He was just doing it like over and over again, and it was just like, that is impressive. And cheap. I feel like that is such a good price for a bright headlamp.
Yeah. You know, it looks like it's 3 lights, doesn't it?
I think that's one light and then the sensor. I think that's the...
Okay. I was wondering if the low light was the 2 side ones and the main light was the... You could be right. No, it's great. You are absolutely right. It has 2 sensors on it.
That is so cool.
Yeah. It is waterproof.
And a good, especially if you're listen, I know, I just recently went camping, and the moment it turned night, I needed a headlamp. I luckily had one, not as cool as this, but yeah, that is a good gadget. Thank you. And USB charging. I was trying to see, is that USB-C or USB micro?
Thomas
is in the chat, so maybe he'll let us know. But IPX4, so it is water resistant. Cool.
Excellent. And Thomas, I know you said you're moving at the end of the month, so I put your MAD in the mail today. Okay. When I asked for his address, he said, "Well, when are you going to mail it? Because I may move at the end of the month." I said,
right now.
I'll mail it instantly. USB-C, which is
USB-C.
great.
It gets better and better. Cool. Very cool.
Better and better. Excellent. All right. So, like Thomas, why not be a first-time submitter? Okay, we need something for next week. If we could have a first-time submitter, any kind of gadget, old, new, just make a video, 1 to 3 minutes. And like Thomas's video, horizontal, and just make sure we can see you and the gadget. Those are the only requirements. Put it up on YouTube. You can click unlisted. That way, only people with the YouTube URL will be able to see it. And email us that URL at mail@gizwiz.tv. Okay, mail@gizwiz.tv. If we show it, if you do it in the next couple of weeks, you'll get a copy of June MAD. MAD predicts the future. Ooh. I have 3 stories in that. And so get it in right away, okay? Like I said, if we could get a video from someone who hasn't submitted before for next week's show, that would be super. Mail@gizwiz.tv.
With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
And Thomas didn't say your last name. It's Dels, SKENDSEL. Okay. So, Thomas, we're going to go into Raoul C. Now, if you've been to a meetup, you may remember Raoul because he sometimes shows up as a gangledopper.
A dinglehopper? A doppelganger. That's the word.
Yeah, that kind of thing. As Hercule Poirot. Royal C says, Dickie D, this video came in my YouTube subscriptions. I thought one gadget in particular could be of interest to you. It's the book that is actually an LED light. And he sent a link to a little video.
Ooh.
Book light, a luminescent mood lamp that fits right into your current library. While you might be able to attain the light of knowledge from a book, this tome emits actual light. Each time you open this novel light, a different color is revealed. Or simply set your vibrant volume on a surface and watch as it cycles through a rainbow of colors.
And so, in conclusion, we learned that red, blue, green, magenta, and even soft white had been there all along.
Cool 8, Shelley. But you didn't do the assignment, did you?
No, I did not. But I mean...
Okay. Well, should we continue to watch the skit? Or?
No, that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, it's VAT19.
That's hilarious.
They sell a lot of unusual stuff, so you can look for it there. So thank you, Raul, for sending that in. That was very funny.
That is neat. Here it is on their website. So if you want to get
How much is it?
$20.
20. Oh, that's not bad. That's not too bad. If you want to, is that 500 of them? Is that the default?
Yeah.
500?
Oh, let me just add 500. That can't be right. I'm going to refresh this page. Okay, no, I think.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I think it's because I use my numpad to switch with.
Okay.
I think the 5. I think I typed that in there. That is funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good.
What
Very
an
good.
adorable video they made too. That's cool. Thank you for sending that in, Raul.
Okay, and now we're going to get Chad's official guess.
I'm so excited
for the April. What the heck is it?
So I really don't know exactly what it is.
No one got it. Okay, so don't
Not
feel
a
bad.
single
No
person
one
got
guessed
it. So I can really only guess what I think. I mean, I guess this is what I think it's used for. I think that it is is it some type of iPhone holder?
No, it's very. First of all, it's
here. Let me go find it.
Closest I ever got to the gadget. And when I looked at the photo, I thought, oh my God, I did a great job hiding what this thing is.
Yeah. So
and it's the actual gadget. I mean, I didn't do anything to it.
Because I was trying to look at this thing and I'm thinking, at first I thought this was some type of slot. I thought this was almost like a tube thing. And then this looks like some way you crank down on something. And so I was thinking maybe these are very elastic and you wrap it around a phone and then you attach it somehow.
Well, that part is kind of right.
That this is rubbery? See, I thought this might fit over your phone and then this was like some way to screw it down to mount it somehow. I thought it was like some iPhone mount type thing.
No, okay. Then coming up, interview. Dun, dun. Cut back to my camera.
Oh, your camera.
Yeah, my camera.
It's tiny. It's itty bitty. I still don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. It is a eyeglass clip.
What?
With an LED light.
Oh my gosh.
With a focusable, movable LED light. So you can read in bed. This is if you don't have the headband that Thomas showed.
I think I might want Thomas's. I don't know about that.
That's a tiny little, and you were right as far as a flexible little mount.
Oh my.
And I'm not even sure what that thing on the back is that looks like a pad.
Do you use your thumb to open up the clips?
You know what? I think you do. You press down on it. Yes, you're absolutely right. That's what it is. It is the clipper opener.
What a weird gadget.
It is a weird gadget.
That is crazy.
So we awarded 18. There it is.
You look like a spy. Secret agent woman. That's crazy.
So the thing most people sent in is something to do with the Mars rover. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got a bunch of answers, something to do with a tripod, because it did look a little bit like that. And then a lot of people thought it was a bike bell. So we gave prizes for that. But then we went for the weirder things. Laser show for a party of one, because there's that one LED on top.
I like the party of one during quarantine because
during quarantine. An embosser to make raised seal on paper. That could be.
Oh, yeah.
Optical stabilizer for photographic applications. This is our weird answers. An outboard motor for beavers when they build a dam.
That's so funny.
And the next one, too, it broke me up. New and improved eyeball polishing orbital buffer. And that was Gus. A genuine rotating automatic tiddlywink flipper.
Oh, I should have thought of that. Yeah.
You should have thought of that. Okay. High-end rechargeable sander, time machine for a hamster, a coin flipper. That's another great answer.
Oh, yeah.
On the strange side, pet turtle beacon, locator beacon. Okay. Goes on the turtle shell. When he runs off the stove, the strobe light comes on to alert you. That's if you don't have one of those Apple.
Right. If you don't have an AirTag, yeah.
An AirTag.
It's almost like what you used to see the. If you put on the safety vest, when it hits the water, the light will start to blink.
Oh, yes.
What it reminds me of.
Airplanes have that, and life vests have that.
Yeah.
A marble polisher, you put marble on top and watch it get polished. Laser level. And this I thought was great. An appliance lifter. The front is a pedal. You step on it, it lifts your refrigerator, and you can get your cat's toy. R2D2 stepbrother, the I8 before.
I like that. I ate before.
I ate before. That's very funny. And your dog can use this for dispensing vitamins. He puts his paw on the pedal, and then he gets the nutrition he needs. Oh, my
God. I've looked at that for 2 months, and I had no idea what the heck that thing was. That is so funny. I love the outboard motor.
Isn't that funny? It almost looks like an outboard
It does. Motor. It looks so good. Oh, that is so funny. Okay. Whew, that is off my chest.
May, June.
Oh, gosh. This is an obvious one. This is a Connect 4 toaster. You move your little paddle and then it'll burn in your Connect 4 and.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I'm getting Connect 4 vibes from this thing, but I am. There you go. New gadget. You got 2 months to figure out what the heck this is.
Exactly. Just come up with if you know what it is, or as you saw, we love silly answers. We give away 18 mads. We used to if no one got it right, we would just give away the 12 for funny, but now we just give away 18 mads no matter what. So if 6 people get it right, they'll get mads, and 12 people with silly answers will get it. If no one gets it right, 18 people get mads for stupid silly answers if you live in the U.S. If not, I will take one of those now coming up to 40-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures, autograph it to you, and send you a high-res image to print out wherever you are in the world outside the U.S.
Do it now. The instructions are in the blog post. Head on over to gizwiz.biz, click on what the heck is it, and submit your answer. 2 months, folks. Don't let that time get away from you. With that, we're coming to the end of our show. I want to say a big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. In fact, we got a patron during this episode. Steve, thank you so much for becoming a patron.
Well, he must not have been watching. So
I don't know. Maybe he was. Maybe he thought,
deposit that check before he sees what it's really like.
Exactly. Thank you for becoming a patron during the show.
That's great. That's great.
Really appreciate that. However you have given in the past, if you're giving right now, if you plan on giving in the future, big thank you. We are a fan-supported show, and we really, really appreciate your generosity. So thank you so much for supporting our show. If you like the show, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz, or head to our website, gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab, and then there's a big old banner there. Also on that page is a PayPal link, so if you want to give via PayPal, not via Patreon, totally cool. We will accept that as well. Thank you however you give from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Speaking of GizWiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live and in person over the internet, just like a Zoom call, just like your Zoom class or Zoom, Zoom meetings. That's at GizWiz.tv every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. If there's ever a schedule change, it'll be at the top of the website. If you don't catch us live, you can go to our website, GizWiz.tv, to watch all of our previous episodes. And you can also subscribe on iTunes. We got RSS feeds for you. And we also have a YouTube channel if you want to watch that way. However you watch, big thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.